What's poppin', everybody? It's Bernie, and I'm back today with the first battle video of the Saffron Battle Network. This is week one against the New Jersey Freedom Fighters, and it's a pretty exciting battle for me. This is my first draft battle, and we can get right into it. From team preview, you can see he brought Alola Ninetales, Charizard, Decidueye, Tornadus, Gengar, and Steelix, and pretty good combination of Pokemon. It's not exactly what I expected him to bring. I try not to um, solidify my mindset over six Pokemon and then have everything be in shambles in the face of six completely different Pokemon. But a few key Pokemon like Charizard, Alolan Ninetales, and Tornadus were indeed present that I predicted. I guess I should have predicted the dual Ghost types since I didn't draft any normals, so I might have brought this upon myself. So at the start of the battle, directly I lead with Pangoro because I want to bullet punch the Ninetales. That's it. Like I didn't know he was going to lead with Ninetales, but in the case he did, I was going to lead with Pangoro with the Priority Steel move. And Choice Band would knock him out no matter what. So here he switches out to Kami, and I think imagining he could get type advantage by going to my slow fighting type with his own flying type. Um, but the matter of fact is, Pangoro is a monster, and that's a clean to hit KO thanks to hail damage. I think um, that avoided having to go for a roll. So it's a neat to hit KO with the Bullet Punch, Iron Fist, Choice Band, and here he goes for Synthesis. I think trying to scout my move. I don't really agree with that play because if I were Expert Belt, he would be dead. Um, But anyway, I imagine he knew I was banned. He just trying to scout what I would do. So I double back into my Moltres, into Mustang, my Moltres, and he goes for the Spirit Shackle, dealing a considerable amount of damage. Moltres isn't exactly squishy, so this did a lot. So I know he's not choiced or anything, but he seems to have attack investment. So since I'm trapped because of Spirit Shackle, I thought to myself, I'm gonna just click Z, right? There's not much to lose here. Uh, he predicts it very well by going to Steelix, even though Moltres is very strong and Steelix is kind of weak on the special side. This is gonna do a lot of damage and break the sturdy, which is gonna be very very important for later. You'll see why. Video is a little bit laggy. I'm gonna apologize for that, but I think it looks fine. Um, so here he withdraws his Steelix, saving it for later, and sends in Blue Flames. So Blue Flames is the Charizard X. Thankfully, I don't have to guess what kind of Charizard this is. And he takes a clean 40% from the Fire Blast. Moltres is not to be trifled with. Definitely not. If it were any of his other Pokemon to take the Z move, it would have been dead. So here I go directly into my Rotom, because this Rotom was designed to beat Charizard, not beat, but to counteract Charizard and Salamence in the case they went out of hand. It came out of hand. And here he roosts. So at this point, I'm very, very worried because if he went for the game Roost DD and until I miss Hydro Pump, this is very real. Okay, Hydro Pump has low PP, low accuracy, so he could very well buff. But my strategy was I'm gonna Volt Switch and go into Pangoro and see what he does. If he attacks me, good. If he sets up, he can set up more. He has to kill me, and I can go back into Rotom. And this was my strategy. But he goes into his Ninetales, I imagine, expecting a Hydro Pump, which would actually give him the opportunity to set the screens because Ninetales would come in, he would leave the Hydro Pump easily and set up the screens with the newly set Hail. But the problem is I Volt Switch it. I don't think he predicted that because it would be pretty obvious and safe to leave my Rotom in there, obviously. But the Volt Switch here was really, really pivotal. I killed the Ninetale, so no more Veil for him at all. I get the boost, I get the defense boost, which makes me unable to die to the Decidueye to anything that isn't a Leaf Bait crit or a Bloom Doom. And here, I crit him, which is probably the worst turn for him that I could have critted him on because the NC does super effective damage to all of his other Pokemon except Decidueye. So the Decidueye was the one mon, and it's his Z captain. So it was the one mon that could come in and either crit me with Leaf Blade or Bloom Doom and kill me after leaving a hit. So I crit him straight on that turn, and he just drops, and I get more defense boost, and the Steelix sturdy is broken, so he can't EQ to kill me, and this is gonna be pretty much it, unfortunately for Llewellyn. Um, the Steelix is gonna go down, and Blue Flames is gonna come back in, and DNC is outspeeding this thing by 10 points, and it's just gonna be another Diamond Storm, and this is gonna close up the battle for good. So this ends up being a 6-0 victory, but it was a good game, GG Llewellyn, and there wasn't much that he could have done actually, because this really goes to show how important it is to net momentum at the right time. Because if had I not volt switched and went for Hydro Pump instead, of course that was safer, because I would deal damage to the Charizard, and it was basically an attack, a more powerful attack. I had Rocky Helmet as well, so I was really there to tank him. But he did a very good play. In my opinion, it was a good play to go on Ninetales, but it backfired. It was a good play because he saw the opportunity to get in his Ninetales with a new 5 turns of Hail and set the Veil for his other Mons, which I think was a solid choice. But unfortunately for him, I Volt Switched, and immediately after the Volt Switch, I started getting lucky and lucky. And unfortunately, things like this happen. But it was a very good battle. I'm glad that you guys stuck here with me until the end, and I really hope that the next battles are gonna be just as fun, and really looking into some strategies. And my idea is to win this league, so here we are, first victory of the Struggle Bus 6-0. Thanks to all of my buddies in several discords for helping with prep and everything, and catch you all later.